In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 more names that you can anchor your Yieldmax and Bitcoin portfolio with that are not Cornerstone, FEPI, JEPQ, QQQI, SPYI. These are lesser known funds that are highly rated, 4 to 5 star rated funds that are also lower maintenance than JEPI, FEPI, JEPQ, etc. So I think you're going to like this video. These funds that we're buying, they help us earn over $200,000 per year in dividends, and my performance value shows that we're up 10% for the year using funds like these. So we're up 10% and the S&P is up 5% in comparison. The Nasdaq's up 3 and the Dow's up 1. The Russell's down 2%. So we're beating all of the indexes on a year-to-date basis, as you know, and on a daily basis, again, we were up 0.21% today, which beat the indexes. As you can see above, the S&P was only up 0.02%. And this is with the weakness in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was down huge today. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash down huge, but we're still up today. That's because of total diversification and these funds, which I'll share with you right now. We're living the FIRE lifestyle, which means financially independent, retire early. Email me for my e-guides at aikentod48@gmail.com if you need help doing the same and living free from a 9 to 5. So the first fund that I have for you all tonight is CSQ. Okay, so here's CRF. First of all, CRF is my favorite fund, as you know. CRF is a 4-star fund here, but CSQ, okay, right here, CSQ Calamos is a 5-star fund, as you can see here. Now, it doesn't have the dividend that Cornerstone has, but it has a nice dividend nonetheless, and it's low maintenance, and it moves upward left to right on its chart. That's why I'm buying these funds. They either stay fractionally down on a down day, or they move up with the market on an up day, but they also give you these nice monthly dividends. So Calamos, CSQ, again, 5-star fund. I like it here on the chart. I've been waiting to bring this to you all, but I needed a pullback first in this closed-end fund. There we go. We've got a tag of the 100-day moving average, which is this purple line. 1, 2, 3, 4 days of consolidation here, and now it's trying to test the 50-day moving average just like the market. If you look at a chart of the S&P, it looks pretty much the same, okay, as you can see here. So we need more vehicles that move upward left to right to help offset the quote-quote decay of Cornerstone, Yieldmax, and Defiance funds, but they don't really decay. Defiance and Yieldmax decay, but Cornerstone doesn't decay. If you look at its chart here, you have to factor back in its dividends and drips and ROs. If you want to play Cornerstone properly, that's in my volume 4 e-guide. We're not talking about Cornerstone today, though. We're not talking about Cornerstone, FEPI, JEPQ, SPYI. All those have 50% maintenance. The funds that I'm mentioning to you today have 30% maintenance. Cornerstone here, 30% maintenance, but again, we're not discussing Cornerstone today. That is the big anchor of my portfolio. Over $400,000 of my dollars are in Cornerstone, but Calamos is another anchor of mine. I put a substantial amount of money in these other index funds that I've been recommending to you all over the last few days. This is going to be the second volume of a 3-part series. And so, once again, CSQ, 30% maintenance. If you need help understanding maintenance, that's in my volume 3 e-guide. CSQ moves up with the market. This is exactly what we need, once again, and it's tagging that 100-day moving average, and it's a 5-star fund, so why wouldn't I recommend this to everyone? I'm buying it myself. Please tell me if you can find better funds than CSQ. Please don't name JEPI or QQQI or SPYI because those have 50% maintenance, okay? SPYI here, 50% maintenance. So I want the capital gains that an SPYI can give you, but with lower maintenance like CSQ. All right, we're trying to live the FIRE lifestyle here at this channel, which means financially independent, retire early. When you have this amount of margin on like I do, which is around $300,000 of debt, which anyone can do, I just with the click of a mouse add this debt in anytime, because for every $1 you put in your account, you get $4 of purchasing power. This is how all the greats get ahead. They use debt to get ahead. Elon Musk bought Twitter on his margin account. So I'm just using margin to get ahead, and my dividends of around $250,000 per year will pay back this margin debt in around 1 year. So this leverage goes away. I'm not worried about the risk. We can take over 20% corrections in the market without a margin call, and I can still withdraw freely out of my account. I can swipe my E-Trade credit card and go wherever I want in this world. I can buy cars, clothes, shoes, whatever, even though I'm in this margin debt, and that's because I have high available withdrawal. This high available withdrawal is thanks to CSQ. If I have SPY in here, which moves similar, then it's going to take up half of my equity, 50% maintenance. So again, if you want to live the FIRE lifestyle, you have to watch maintenance. That's the secret to everything. And that's in my volume 3 guide if you have more questions on maintenance. So that's the first fund, CSQ. The second fund that I have for you all tonight is SPYI. Okay, it's a 4-star fund. It's another Calamos fund. And SPYI has been doing well for us. It pulled back recently to the 200-day moving average. If we go to a chart of that, you'll see, here we go, SPYI, there it is. A 10.2% dividend. Now it pulled back to the 200-day moving average, similar to ASG. This is what we made a video about the other day. ASG, it broke below the 200-day moving average. So IWM, 200-day moving average, and we're bouncing off that. So we bought ASG. You can see how ASG looks very similar to that, but it broke all the moving averages, but that's okay. The moving average stayed close. That's a bullish sign. If you need help understanding moving average, that's in my volume 2 e-guide. ASG has small caps, and so does SPYI. If you go to the holdings of SPYI, you'll find that it's very diversified. It's a very good fund, but it has a lot of small caps and mid caps in it, so that's why it looks like this on its chart. Very similar to ASG and IWM, but it had a nice bounce, a better bounce than IWM in my opinion. That's because it's a 4-star fund, and it doesn't have just small caps. It also has a blend of large caps, but it does have a ton of small caps and growth, so just be aware of SPYI. SPYI is also 30% maintenance. If we go to a buy tab of SPYI, guess what? 30% maintenance. Is JEPQ 30% maintenance? No, JEPQ is 50% maintenance, okay? JEPQ right here, 50% maintenance. So is SPYI. Now you can go to other brokers that have lower maintenance, but what do I always say at this juncture? They might not have the special drip for Cornerstone. Robinhood doesn't even have closed-end funds in most cases, but they especially don't have Cornerstone, and Cornerstone has a 21% dividend that it drips down at the NAV for free money every month. So no other funds do this that I've recommended. JEPQ, SPYI, CSQ, CHI, they do not drip their dividends down at the NAV like Cornerstone does, and that's why I put 400 grand in Cornerstone, because again, it averages 20 to 30% premiums per year, plus it gives you a 20% dividend, and it drips that dividend down at the NAV. You just have to learn how to play Cornerstone properly, and that's in my volume 4 e-guide. Also, Discord is free when you buy my e-guides, and this is where we alert you of the Cornerstone rights offering announcement. So we have almost 1,000 members here in the Discord chat room pursuing the FIRE lifestyle. We have many channels here that you can explore at your leisure, but we also have here, in addition to Yieldmax and Bitcoin channels, we have a Cornerstone rights offering announcement channel. This is where we get that alert for Cornerstone's rights offering announcement, and that's how you really level up your account, because you take the 20 to 30% premiums that you pocket on average per year in Cornerstone, then you sell it before the rights offering and reload after the dip, okay? Plus, you get to pocket that 21% dividend the entire year and the special drip. So that's why most of my portfolio is in Cornerstone, and then I use the rest of this margin, this 300 grand in margin, I use the rest with Yieldmax, Defiance, and these other closed-end funds that I'm mentioning to you tonight. The last fund that I have for you all is a lesser known fund. It's Madison, MCN. Now, it doesn't have the rating that SPYI or CSQ have, but it is S&P related. It does have a 10% dividend. It's quarterly like USA, which is not your ideal situation when you're trying to pay down your margin, but it still moves upward, left, or right with the S&P. Generally, you have to trade it with these channels, and if you can buy them at the lows, you can get a little 10% gain with MCN on top of its dividend. So this is a covered call fund. You know, we don't like covered call funds. I mean, similar to JEPI, you know, I'm not really a big fan of these kinds of funds, but JEPI, perfect tag here of the 200-day moving average. I like it as well. I just don't like the small dividend in it. It's only 7.5%, and it's 35% maintenance, where CSQ is around 7%, but it's only 30% maintenance. Okay, so those are the 3 funds I have for you all today, okay? We're going to do another video tomorrow. I'm going to break down more of the closed-end funds that are in my portfolio. If you ever want to follow my portfolio, just click the join button on my wall, or I'll link that in the description below. Also remember, when you buy my e-guides, you get Discord for free for life, and you get my phone number for life. So many people buy my e-guides just for my number. They like to be able to call me when they have questions about margin, or if they want to lower their margin rates, they call me and I help walk them through the script to negotiate their margin rates down. This is a popular feature with my e-guides, and just keep that in mind. Once again, I'll talk to you soon, everyone. Thanks.